What's up, YouTube? Gotham Comics back here. It's been about a month since my last video. I've got a lot of good books to show you today. I mean, I've got a lot of books. Been kind of picking up books in a whole bunch of ways. Let me just adjust the camera. I'm actually in my kitchen for the first time ever. I need the surface space because I got so many books. I channeled my inner Mercenaut, though I'm sure he himself would disagree with me. That there's only one Mercenaut, and there is. But I got a lot of really great deals. Found a lot of good books at really low prices. And to be honest, there's even more that I'm not showing you because there's just so many. But I'm going to start off with this. It's my first graded book. It's a 6.5. Amazing Spider-Man 238. First appearance of the Hobgoblin, blue label with tattoos. The grade isn't exactly what I'd hoped, but I knew in my heart I wanted to get this. A graded copy of this because of the tattoos. You can actually take the tattoos out of another book and put them into this one, and to me that's cheating. So having CGC verify that they are the actual tattoos, it just kind of means something. 6.5 is maybe one shade lower than I would have hoped, but I ended up getting this for $55 shipped. So I don't know, not too much to complain about there. So yeah, cool book. I had the pleasure of going to East Coast Comic Con in New Jersey a few weeks back now, and I was there with Reaper Tate, Anthony, who was a wonderful host for 4 hours we were together. Really great guy, and I actually met Jimmy C out there too, and it was a fun experience. There really wasn't much in terms of books because I think the prices were just out of sight, so I ended up making only 2 purchases on the day. I went to this one seller who had a bunch of wall books priced at really nice prices. So I picked up this Silver Surfer number 14 in really nice shape. I paid, I think, either $25 or $30 for it, but I would say it's like F- to F shape. This is a tough book because I think it's the first time Spider-Man and the Silver Surfer meet, but I think it's like such a cool cover that sellers want to kind of get between like 50 and 75 for it, and I mean it's really nothing book outside of being a cool cover. So you know, I think this was as good a deal as I'm gonna get unless I find it in the wild sometime for an insane price. And then I also picked up this, a really clean copy of Tales of Suspense 59. This is the first appearance of Jarvis. Really clean book, and I think I paid, I don't even remember what I paid for it, but I remember it being a good price. Yeah, pretty happy about that. I've got a really nice Tales of Suspense run going. I'm knocking down a lot of the key issues in that run, so, and I wasn't even trying to do it, I just kind of keep running into cool Tales of Suspense books. It's an awesome cover. About a week later, I went to a flea market with my mother in Brimfield, Massachusetts. It's actually supposed to be the largest flea market in America. Not too many people selling comics, but I did pick up 2 things, and I spent $3 on the day. So I bought this here for $1 from a guy who had a box of comics. He had like a box of Silver Age, all of it really badly damaged. I mean, some decent key issues, but nothing like, you know, no like First Thors or anything like that. But he wanted $700 for the whole box. He wasn't going to sell them individually, and you know, quite frankly, it was just ridiculous. So I was really, and you know, he like was kind of making it sound like he had a great deal going, but like, it's like, dude, come on. That's, I don't know, he was clearly trying to rip someone off and just make a lot of money all at once. So I was going through his 50-cent and dollar bins, and I was trying to find a gem just to stick it to him. I didn't really find anything good. I found this Marvel 2-in-1, number 61. It's the first appearance of her, or Kismet, so she was in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Oh, by the way, great movie. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Then I went to this other seller, and it was a young girl, and she was actually really nice. She had a healthy amount of bins, but you know, I wasn't really trying to spend too much. She had a Flash 117 that had a little bit of writing on it, and she was willing to sell it to me for $75, but I decided to pass because I feel like I can find that book in better shape for a better price. So I didn't get it. I perused her $1 and $2 bins, and I pulled this out. DC Spotlight number 1. first appearance of The Dark Knight, and first appearance of The Watchmen. Now this is a promo book, and it was also free, and it's really, really hard to come by. Not an easy book to find in the slightest. But, you know, paying $2 for it, like, why not? And this is a promo, so there aren't really, like, there are no comic strips in it. But she was actually a newer seller. Like, she was new to selling comic books, so this is one of those books. It's just so hard to find and so rare that you just, you know, not many people know about it, never mind, you know, newer sellers. So then there was a big sale at my local comic book store. They were doing $3 Bronze Age and 10% off Silver Age issues over $30. I found this for $1. This was a week before the Tom Hardy announcement. Secret Avengers number 23, first appearance of Agent Venom. And, you know, I'm really happy to find that because, you know, I mean, before the movie announcement, people wanted, what, like $20, $25 for that book, so to get it for $1 was great. This is the Eternals number 2, first appearance of the Celestials, really clean, really nice shape. This is What If number 23, What If the Hulk had become a barbarian. Cool cover, and if I'm not mistaken, people credit this with being the first kind of Planet Hulk art for Hulk, so I don't know if I buy it, but I picked it up anyway. I picked this up for $1. Actually, talking about channeling Inner Mercenaut, he had this in his, not the last video he had, but the one before that, and he said this is a really nice cover, and I agree with him. You know, some of these like modern Batmans, the Batman 685, are just, I mean, the artwork are just amazing. So I figured, you know what? Why not get it? Picked up New Mutants 18, first appearance of the new Warlock. Really nice cover and really sharp copy. And then for $5, I picked up Batman 361. This is the first alleged first appearance of Harley Bullock. I know he makes another appearance in Detective Comics, and I do have that book too. But I'm not quite sure if this is actually his first, or if that is. In the other book, I think it's just a cameo, but this is his first full appearance. And then for my super premium book, I picked up a really clean copy of Journey into Mystery 103, First Enchantress and Executioner. I think this book is going places. This is actually an upgrade for me. I sold my other copy to Reapertate, actually. He was really looking for this book, and I probably had it in like, I don't know, I would say VG plus shape. It had just a little tiny issue over here and a rip over by the O, and it was just kind of bugging me. And this was in my local comic store's premium back issue bins. And I mean, it was a pricey book, but you know, selling my other copy to Reapertate really helped. Really helped me make the buy. And then I'm so stoked to have this. This is an eBay purchase. I paid $90 for this. This is Amazing Spider-Man number 10, the first appearance of the Enforcers. Really, I wouldn't say a clean book, but structurally mostly really sound. The main issue is actually over here. It's got a rip. It's got a partial spine split. But just so you know, if you're ever on the lookout for this book is super hard to find, not only in nice shape, but in mid-grade. And the main flaw, my main gripe with it has always been this. So there's always some spine issues on this book, and the L, where it says learn why J. Jonah Jameson really hates Spider-Man, the L here is always worn off. So you want to find a copy, in my opinion anyway, why wouldn't you, where the L is present. And that's really, really, really hard to find. Even in higher grade copies, the L is sometimes just worn out. So that was really important to me, because I don't want a book that says, you know, earn why J. Jonah Jameson really hates Spider-Man, and you can see me in the reflection. So how about that? All right, went to another store and found a bunch of gems for 50 cents. Starting with this. This was the first one I found. Batman number 1, New 52. Are you kidding me? Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo. 50 cents. Amazing. Amazing. I actually don't know why this book goes for, you know, the amount it does, but, you know, I'm not complaining. It was a cool read. And then Certainly doesn't go for as much, but it's climbing with the new movie. Batgirl #1, New 52, 50 cents. And keeping up the New 52 trend alive, I picked up Wonder Woman #1, New 52, 50 cents. This is Daredevil #1. I think this is volume 3. 50 cents as well. I don't know if this is the Mark Waid Daredevil, but it could be wrong. You know, just a nice, it's a #1, so why not? Pick this up. 50 cents as well, Grunts #1. This is the same guy who did this, Eastman, came up with Grunts #1. So I don't know if they're in the same universe as the Ninja Turtles, but I like the cover. And it's a really thick book too. And, you know, I got it for, I don't know, 25% of its value, so why not? Then I picked up Pulse #11. This is the first appearance of Jessica Jones and Luke Cage's baby. And I look at Wolverine here. He looks like a total dope. Look at that. Just looks like an idiot. And then new X-Men 134, first appearance of Quentin Quire. All right. Last stack of books here. So yesterday I went to a yard sale in Millbury, Massachusetts, which is about an hour away from where I live. And the guy on Craigslist was advertising war stuff and comics. And for some reason I equated that to a guy who has war stuff probably has old comics. So I show up, drive an hour from my house, and he's like, I actually misplaced all the comics. And he couldn't find them. So I checked Craigslist again, and I found another yard sale that it was advertising comics about 10 miles away. So I went to that. And I show up there, and and there's a woman there. She's got a table of all modern books. And I'm just perusing, picking up covers I like. This is Detective Comics 844. Just a really nice Zatanna Batman cover. I mean, Zatanna's going places, so I figured why not? It was $1. And I picked up a bunch of other stuff too. I have so many books I haven't been able to Mylar them all. So she points me in the direction of a box. Actually, one second, guys. 1 second. So she points me in the direction of another box. I said, do you have anything else? And she says, well, I've got a smaller box, but I don't know if you're going to be interested in it. It's not as many books. And I'm like, I'll just take a look. So I open the box up, and immediately I see all these Bronze Age books, and I start going through them, and it's amazing. I'll tell you the price of what I paid for everything after. But here's one of the... So these are the really high-grade things that I found. High grade. Amazing Spider-Man 116. Sorry about the glare, that's annoying. Meh. The sun is coming up a little bit higher, so. Amazing Spider-Man 124, all these in really nice shape. This is the first Man-Wolf, I think, with John Jameson. Captain Marvel, #30. Captain Marvel 32. This is an early Thanos cover appearance. You can see him right there. Oops. Gotta keep everything sound. Amazing Spider-Man 122. Incredible Hulk 161. I love this cover. I just think that's such a great cover with Hulk and the Beast. Defenders #10. Marvel 2-in-1 #1. Super high grade. So those are all new pickups for me, with the exception of the Spidey 122. Eesh, come on. Alright. These are upgrades. Avengers 110. Avengers 112, first appearance of Mantis. Daredevil 111, Silver Samurai. Tomb of Dracula #13. First Deacon Frost. Damn, losing my structure here. All right, this is the last book of the lot. Tomb of Dracula #10. Unbelievable, guys! This book is so high grade. I mean, I had another copy. I was just happy to have it. It was all kind of like it had a subscription crease and all this jazz. But this book is so damn beautiful, razor sharp corners. The one major flaw is actually right here. I don't know if that's dirt or something, but just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. For that whole box of comics, $35. So I win. That's what I meant when I channeled. That's another half of channeling the inner mercenary. Just so everyone's aware, coming to a local comic book store near you is probably this. Clear backing boards. I bought it for this book because it's in such minty condition. But they're a little expensive. I think they're $2 each, which is really, I mean, that's an absurd price in my opinion. But heck, why not? For a book this nice. So anyway, my display isn't going to cooperate anymore. So that's everything. I have more books that I found in the box, mostly filler stuff, a lot of Bronze Age, nothing really major, no first appearances, but you know, this was the best of the best, and I was just really happy to find it. Really got a good itch for hunting. And yeah, so anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. Woo! I think that's my cue to end this video. So anyway, hope everybody's doing well. Excited to see what videos y'all have in store. Gotham Comics to the next, everybody. Bye.